Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boys from Reactions here, back with another video, and today we are going to recap the past few games.
Yep, we're back.
For the Toronto Maple Leafs, so let's get right into it.
So we're back from the Olympic break. Obviously, you would know that the Team USA won gold, and unfortunately, Canada struck with silver. It was a little bit devastating in overtime, but it was crazy. Marner had gotten the game-winning goal in overtime in the semifinals, but they could not solve Team USA in the finals. Matthews, team captain, winning that gold, and he got, for some reason, a lot of hate online for visiting a certain political official in the United States who we're not gonna get into it because we're trying to stay away from politics here. So we're gonna just focus on the Leafs. And moving forward now, out of the Olympic break, we came in with the Battle of Florida and Tampa, and key games we should have won and did not win. Nice.
We got demolished by Lightning 4-2, and then we got even more demolished by the Panthers 5-1.
Beautiful.
It's been a terrible season if you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
We thought that the 3 games that we won when going into the break might be a sign that there might be a slight chance, there's still some hope we can make the playoffs, but after seeing the last 5 games, we're not going to the playoffs.
Over.
We're back to being over, because then they decided to lose on Saturday against the Sens 5-2. And then we thought, okay, Philly, come on, just start winning a damn game. It goes to the shootout. So many times, so many chances in overtime they could have had this game. But, of course, Zegras and Michkov in the shootout didn't stand a chance.
I'm the tank. I'm the tank.
And
the season's over.
And then we head to the Devils, New Jersey. Again, we went to the shootout and again lost. So that's 2 points in 5 games. 2 of a possible 10 points acquired by the Maple Leafs. Crap.
It sucks. This sucks. And before it even got started, we are now back into a rebuild. This is before it even ended. I mean, we got a few seasons of good, which was just first round knockouts, first round exits. And now, after everything, after many first round exits, not even a conference finals or a Stanley Cup appearance, we are now back into the conversation of a rebuild. This is absolutely a travesty if you're a Maple Leafs fan. Before it even got started, now we're back in the same scenario we found ourselves 10 years ago and in a rebuild again.
We're getting those...
When will this rebuild finish? Like, please.
Yeah, we're getting those nice 2014 season flashbacks, 2015. Oh my god. And I never thought this would happen. We've been chasing a cup for all these years. 9 playoff appearances in a row, the most active current streak in the NHL, which will be coming to an end. Boston came to an end last year. and it seems like we're going to be coming to an end this year. And so, like, even New York, who we're playing tonight as of filming this, the Rangers, they're entering a rebuild. They had so many conference final appearances, could not push through to the Stanley Cup final, didn't accomplish what they set out to do. Panarin got traded to the LA Kings, and they're in rebuild mode. So now we're looking to do the same, but I think it's not going to be the rebuild that, like, it's not going to be a multi-year rebuild. I don't believe that. I think it's going to be retooling around the stars, retooling around the edges, and fixing what's not working, which is clearly a lot of things, which is fine.
I think, like, I agree with many analysts. I think you honestly have to consider Austin Matthews not being a part of this team. I think you have to start preparing yourself to take offers on Austin Matthews.
Well,
and it might sound insane, but it might just need to be had.
Hey, I mean, if they have to have these heart-to-heart conversations with Nylander and Matthews this summer and say, boys, what is your future going to look like? Do you see yourself being with the Maple Leafs in the next 8 years? Because if you think there's a chance that you might leave, we're going to act on that now. And while your trade value is high, get a player who will stick around. So I would love to see Riley get traded because he's been nothing. But
horrific.
It sounds like, according to the analysts, he's not going anywhere this trade deadline, which is, as of filming this, tomorrow, Friday, March 6th. The trade deadline hits, and we've already got one trade in the books for the Toronto Maple Leafs. That'll be Nicholas Roy, who we got for Mitch Marner, is been shipped off for a conditional first-round pick in 2027 and a conditional fifth-round pick in 2026. So
the first-round pick is top 10 protected, and Toronto will receive the lowest of the three fifth rounders that Colorado owns in 2026. So those are the conditions.
Well, the top 10 protected in the 2027, if they would finish bottom 10 in the league and get the top 10 pick, we would get its unprotected 2028 first round draft pick. So we still get a first regardless. Just that if they happen to get the top 10 pick next year, we'll get a year later, which it's Colorado. It's not going to happen. But looking at us, you never know. So you never know what can happen. So already one player out the door. We had 3 scratches in the previous game. Bobby McMahon, Scott Lund, and Ulrich Larson scratched due to roster management, which means trades are going to happen. It doesn't necessarily mean they're for sure going to get moved, but it means that it's basically bubble wrapping them. You're basically not playing them in case they get injured, because if they get injured in a game that seems to be meaningless right now, that ruins their trade value and your whole trade is ruined. You don't want that. So you scratch them while you have deals in motion, which means talks have advanced on these 3 players. Of all 3 players, it'll hurt to see, honestly, I say OEL, because OEL was good. He actually scored goals. He was a good offensive defenseman. Problem is, he has 1 year left on his contract. Is he going to resign? He's going to be priced high.
I think it's time. I think it's time we accept it. And I agree with what some people have been writing on articles. I think it's time for a full teardown of this team. A full wipe. And
people even thought Domi would get traded. Seems like it might not happen, but can't rule it out.
Clear it out. Just clear everything out. Let's start fresh. And for the love of God, don't tie yourself to 4 players.
Yes.
Like, we saw this and it was terrible.
The Shanna plan was not gonna happen.
We're back in the same situation we found ourselves
10 years
before
ago.
Shanahan was hired.
Yep. 10 years ago, we were drafting Marner and Matthews, and here we are 10 years later. We would have thought to ourselves in 2016 when we drafted Matthews, this is the start of a dynasty, and in 10 years, we'll have not even one, maybe two multiple cups. Well, guess what? We ended with zilch. Zero. Nada.
First round exits.
Game 7 disappointments.
That's it.
Yeah. Game 7.
That's the record of the core four.
I really think we should have won last year, and we should have gone far. We had up 3-0 against Florida. That should have ended. That series should have not gone to 7 games because we already knew what was going to happen had it gone to 7 games, which it did. And look at what happened. There shouldn't have been a question. That could have been the year. That would have been it. But they were in over their heads, I guess.
But now we're back in the same square. And do we take a consideration on someone else? Like, do we hire someone else as GM, or even, I hate to say it, but I think we need someone else as the MLSC CEO, I think.
Well, a lot of people...
Cully is way over his head.
A lot of people are not a fan of Brad's moves. This trade, Nicholas Ra, is the first trade since July of 2025 for the Maple Leafs. It's been that long since we've made a trade. Considering the position we're in, I don't know, I find that as strange, if you ask me. But we're going to get assets back for players that are likely to walk in free agency or outprice themselves out of Toronto because we're not overpaying. And right now, a lot of people keep saying this, it's a seller's market in the NHL. There's not a lot of options for buyers, and the prices are high on buying and selling. So we just got a first and a fifth for Nicholas Roy. So obviously the prices are high right now. We're looking for a first for McMahon, a first for Lon, and a first for OEL. We can get multiple first round draft picks back. That would be great. And also, maybe you can trade one of those first rounders for a player that has term, like a forward, someone that'll be useful. So there will be some retooling. But this season, it's done. Don't get your hopes up. We're not making the playoffs. It's done. It would take a miracle for that to happen with less than a month to go in this season. Or just over a month.
Time to just accept it. And I think we gotta accept it even further. I think this is over. I think whatever this is, it's over. I think we just gotta accept it. We gotta go into a full rebuild, not a retool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we can retool this on the fly. We have nothing. We have no prospects. We have a couple prospects, but our cabinet is like empty.
I'm so mad
like bare.
Of the Minton trade. Of all trades, I think the one where we traded Minton bothers me a lot. We traded Minton and a first. Could we not have just traded 2 first-round draft picks instead of Minton? I guess they wanted a prospect. They wanted Cowan too. Now I wonder if keeping Minton would have been better than Cowan. I don't know. I would have liked to have had both of them. Because look now. Carlo was in and out of the season with injuries. He hasn't done much. And I can see a world where they were throwing his name in the trade market to see what he would fetch. So, like, it was a waste. That was dumb. And now he has, like, 10 goals or something. It's whatever. That's been it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you enjoyed this one. We will see you next week for our one more virtual episode before we're back in person, which means gaming videos and back in person filming. And we will talk about what trades happen next week after the trade deadline. We'll see you then. Peace out. Peace.